how Nigerians are able to manage their stars, their young stars. I mean, all over the world, you know, there are people that you can discover when they are young. But then if they are not well managed, it gets to a point, they go off. The observation I've also made about the Nigerian skit industry. You see, they don't do unnecessary competition.
No.
Sabinus discovered Fanny Yima. He would have, you know, made Fanny Yima his own. Like nobody else should shoot with him. Nobody else should create content with him. But they are open to such a, like, everybody who is in the industry is working with Fanny Yima. One thing is that they don't just come out to be stars, but they ensure that their finances are well managed. And so they don't become broke. Now we'll open the conversation. Let's look at one guy called Mark Angel.
DJ Paco.
Well, people, welcome to the channel. My name is DJ Paco Rich, popularly known as Mazi.
For an educational reason.
Otumba.
For a traditional reason.
Ezem.
Of course, for a spiritual reason.
And when we are on the streets.
Chale, Omo, na Siriki.
And today I'm not doing it alone. I'm here with my brother, my co-pilot.
Diokpa PKB. Eze Balogu Ikena. One.
Beautiful. Today we are going to talk about something interesting on a +234 show.
Yeah, man.
This is something that we have taken our time, we've observed, and then we've read from a lot of sources about how Nigerians are able to manage their stars, their young stars. I mean, all over the world, you know, there are people that you can discover when they are young. But then if they are not well managed, it gets to a point, they go off. The stardom goes, the talent just for the vanishing, you can't find it again. And one person that today we are going to put on the spotlight is the guy we call Fanny Yima. But popularly known as Sabinu's son. PKB has a lot to say about that guy. After that, we are not going to talk about only him, but other kid stars from Nigeria. But before we do that, yesterday something happened in Abuja. I don't know what really went on. There was an explosion. Director, I think if you have the video, you can share that with us on the screen. And then we sympathize with those that were affected. You know, we are like family now. Whatever affects the eyes also affects the nose.
Of course.
Ghana and Nigeria. Great if you have the video, put it on the screen so that people can actually get to see what we are talking about. It's in the dual, you know, window. Yes. So this is what happened in Abuja, PKB, on your screen. This is what really happened. I don't know what the fault was, but it looks like it wasn't so much of a good news. And so we sympathize with those that were affected. And then we pray that something like that shouldn't happen again. And so now back to the main story. Director, you can take it off. And so PKB.
Yeah, man.
Fanny Yima.
Yes, Fanny Yima.
Let us know something about Fanny Yima.
So let me start with the government facts about Fanny Yima. Fanny Yima's real name, if you do know, is Good News Diapre. I hope I got that right. Diepreiye. Good News. Yes, that's his real name. He was born in 2017, of course, from Bielsa State. We all know Yima to be a young comedian, of course, now an influencer because he has the numbers as well. So those are basic facts about Yima, who is from Nigeria, seems to be loved from Uganda.
Director,
Botswana,
this is Sabinu, so from
Botswana, Uganda, everywhere. Anywhere Sabinus goes, they always ask for Yima. So this is the
what's the story?
The beginning days of how Sabinus was able to discover Fanny Yima. So according to Sabinus, right? He was at a show and Yima was brought to the show by Yima's elder brother. The reason Yima's elder brother brought him to the show was to give his younger brother the exposure to how comedy goes about. So this is where miracles do happen. And then Sabinus happened to see Yima on the show. So after the show, and Sabinus was like, no, this guy, it be like he sees something for Ima inside. So he spoke to them and they left. And then when he got home, the thing was still dawning on him. So the following day, he called for Ima to be brought back to him. Meanwhile, on the day of the show, Charlie, if you see the way Fanny Ima dressed, very dirty and shabby. Oh. But Sabinus saw something beyond the young boys dressing, the looks, the appearance. Because after he heard Fanny Ima speak, he was like, wow, a boy at his age, and you know he's very confident. A boy at his age who could speak like this, there's something in him. So the next day, when he called for Ima to be brought, apparently a skipped story has popped up in Sabinus' head. And he felt like, no, he wants to try this particular skit with Fanny Ima and see how the response will go. As I'm talking to you now, as at that time, Ima's Facebook following, which was managed by his elder brother, was at just 108 followers. 108. Let's take note of that. 108 followers was on Ima's Facebook
That's
page.
Interesting.
So the next day when Sabinus paid for transportation for Ima to be brought to him so that they could shoot the skit, and then that, by God's grace, happened. Immediately, Sabinus posted the video on Facebook, and all of a sudden, Ima's followers grew from 108 to 8,000 followers.
8,000?
First skit, yes. So
that's impressive.
Yes, that was more like a tryout to test the waters to see if indeed what Sabinus was seeing or feeling would work, and it was mind-blowing. Beyond Sabinus' imaginations. So after that skit, that was when Sabinus said like, okay, what I've been dreaming and what I've been looking for was to help a young boy come into the industry. And then apparently that young boy was Ima. So through Sabinus, Ima was discovered, and to date, Sabinus has always held the hands of Ima and called him his son up to today. Even recently, there was a video that popped up where they were going through Ima's school results, French results. I don't know if you see that. I saw that. He seems to be bright in school.
He's doing well.
He's doing school as well. So so like we were saying, I mean, Nigerians are doing well when it comes to managing child stars or kid stars, and it's going really, really well for Ima. The brand Ima has built in our chairman,
very solid brand.
He go chops,
very solid brand. And you see, there is this observation I've also made about the Nigerian skit industry. You see, they don't do unnecessary competition.
No.
Sabinus discovered Fanny Ima. He would have, made Fanny Ima his own. Like nobody else should shoot with him. Nobody else should create content with him. But they are open to such a, like, everybody who is in the industry is working with Fanny Ima. And you know what happens when they do that? The scopes, the space of the boy widens. But in other places, they see that as a competition. I mean, at a shoot with Fanny Ima, make you go shoot with Brain Jota, make Brain Jota get numbers. No. They think about himself, or he's thinking about how the boy will grow. And there's one funny thing about Nigerians. Once a child star pops up, before you go on net and you type Fanny Ima, and the next thing comes is his nets, his wife, Nigeria. You two get pepper body. They want give the guy some, like he's worth billions
some packaging.
And one thing is that they don't just come out to be stars, but they ensure that their finances are well managed.
Yes.
And so they don't become broke.
Yes.
Now we'll open the conversation. Let's look at one guy called Mark Angel.
Yes, Mark Angel.
And I'll say that if we should, big ups people that helped skits making in Nigeria stand very firm, we can't take this guy out of the story. He discovered a girl called Emanuela in 2016. I stand to be corrected. But look at the works that they have done on Emanuela. Now you see Emanuela as a beautiful chick. Beautiful Nigerian babe.
Mr. Had a crush on himself.
You understand? Just 2016. And her skit was very popular in Ghana. This is not my real face. It was all over that. They flew her into the country to have a major concert. Now, another boy who is also doing well. They call him Kirikou. This guy.
Another smart guy.
This guy.
Very audible.
Very vocal. Yeah. He has confidence. His acting skills is on point. Yeah, and when they are given their script and the concept, they deliver. And once again, he has shot with all the top stars in Nigeria. The collaboration is what I'm talking about, not the competition. Come to talk of success. The same Archangel brought that girl.
Yeah.
And this girl is now a beautiful girl. Like she has achieved so much based on her talents. And now, this one where they come talk. Let nobody misunderstand me. You see, I'll be very honest with you. Not that I'm comparing Ghana to Nigeria, but we haven't done so well when it comes to managing of kids' talents.
Yeah.
We see them rising up and then
fall off.
They fall off. I can mention Tutu Lapato, Cartoon, a tall list of them. The one that's the only Ghanaian that we can hit our chest. One of the Ghanaians that we can hit our chest and say this guy is really successful. It has to take Nigeria. It took Nigeria to make this guy the star he should be. Give me Enoch Dako's TV3. Yes, Enoch Dako's TV3. Look at him. So this Enoch Dako guy, after that, I'll show you his picture and you'll see the work that Nigerian did. This guy came out of a talented show in Ghana from TV3. He was a comedian. He was funny. And after that, it was very difficult for him to pop up till he met a Nigerian producer who took him to Nigeria to shoot movies. And boom!
He's been everywhere now.
And Ogdaku now, total transformation. Let me have the new pictures of him. He's now shooting with Petidochi. He's now shooting with Osita Ahimi. He's shooting with all the top Nollywood stars. Look at him. So on behalf of Ghana, we say thank you for making our star for us. Because if it well, if this boy was in Ghana alone,
we be coming down.
I come down. So PKB, I mean, this is my observations that I've made about Nigeria, and I think it's something we need to learn because people are dying. The veterans are dying, and the people that can make up for them is the youth, the kids. They also have to grow and replace them.
Transition.
You understand? And so, if the management is not done well, you understand? One thing that I can always say is that Nigerian, it will be very difficult for them to lack actors and actresses because back in those days, there are movies. You won't see a young guy costumed like an old man. They have the old men in excess.
And the young ones too also in excess.
You understand? When they want to do a pool of elders, you see that these people have the look. Real elders. And everybody was unique in his own way. And so we applaud you guys for that. Keep it up. And if you want to, do I say if you want to? Please show us the way. Because follow who know
road. Follow who know road.
That is it. And so guys, that is what we have on managing kids stars in Nigeria. Let us know what you think, what you've also observed, and other kid stars in Nigeria that we do not even know of them. Let us know. But to wrap it up, yesterday we did a content on universities in Nigeria. Please, yesterday we focused on the state universities.
Yes.
Nigeria gets almost about 272 universities. A lot of them. You understand? We cannot do all of them. That is why mostly we encourage you to come into the comment section and also mention some of them that we are in Ghana. We've not been to Nigeria before. We won't get to know most of these things. And so you also educate people because we have people in America who've not been in Nigeria who are following us. And so they are learning. So do not come in the comment section and then what's the right word? I don't want to sound harsh, but
you're writing unnecessary comments.
To make us feel like we don't know what we are doing and what we are doing is useless. No. We actually have a concept, we have a purpose, and we have a direction.
We are on it.
You understand?
Yeah.
We have done the states. We will definitely get to the federal universities, and then we will come to the private universities. You'll be shocked the number of private universities you have in Nigeria. It's a lot. And then content creation is not like that. If you sit down and talk about 270 universities, it will be boring.
Yes.
So you need to break it down.
Chop it into pieces.
You understand? So that people who even tell you other, military schools who are also training people after SHS. They are all there. You understand? And a time will come, we'll visit these universities one by one. So just imagine if we have to do this, 270 universities in Nigeria, full tour to, promote it to the world. It's some big job to do. So please be coming down.
Be coming down.
Okay? And then if you want to be part of the research team, please feel free. Send a message. I will give you my number. Some of you have my numbers. You can be part of it. We are building something for all of us to learn from. So don't come and be fighting like that. You understand? We can choose to do the stupid content people are doing. This person slept with this person, this did. No. That would even bring money faster. But we want to make an impact so that if we are no more in this world, people can still watch this video and say that these guys made sense with their content. You agree?
Yes, sir.
PKB, wrap it up and let's go.
Of course, right now, anywhere Sabinus go now, everybody they ask for a funny Ima. Botswana, Uganda, different parts of the world. And it's even been a blessing to Sabinus himself.
Yes.
He's ripping out of the fact that he's been able to bring Ima funny into the system and has expanded his reach as well. So kudos to Sabinus and Ima, and they should keep doing what they do best. I'm a big fan of their skits.
Yeah.
Anytime I go on there, Sabinus, I'm always watching them.
Yeah.
So kudos to them.
All right. So we encourage you to collaborate, but not to compete.
Collaborate. No competition.
No. We're out of here. Let's meet in the next episode.
Au revoir. Peace.
Au revoir.
Peace. Peace is just an aware name.